Hello, my adoring fans. You join me looking out of my balcony. It's very nice. And then you join me looking at my breakfast. So I managed to actually record it all this time. It was luxury. I look forward to having a similar thing tomorrow. But then, yes, more of this bus as promised. And more of the elephants. Saw another elephant. This one was apparently a tame one that people use for stuff. Don't know how I feel about that, but, cool to see an elephant. Then we were looking at Lion's Rock and also plants that do this. Woo, they hide. And then also cows, my arch enemy. They remain a bane of my existence. And then, anyway, we got back in and we went off to a temple at the base of a rock that was nearby to Lion's Rock, which has a name I will not attempt to pronounce. In order to then walk through the temple for a minute and start climbing some steps. And these steps just went up and pretty steep, pretty quick. Went through some little rocky, cavey bits. And then we got to here, which is where the monks would come and just meditate. And they do it together and they had their little things, but they couldn't see each other. This is some very old writing, by the way. They wouldn't be able to see each other, but yeah, they would meditate together. We saw reclining Buddha. This is the oldest reclining Buddha in the world, so that was pretty cool. Had a good view. But then we continued our... I don't know. Oh yeah, and then because his left foot is a bit further back than his right foot, it means he's asleep and not dead, I think. Anyway, then we put a stick under a rock in order that the rock wouldn't fall over. This was my stick. You should be able to see it, hopefully, if you refer to the previous clip. And then we climbed up some more and we were able to get a really good view of Lion's Rock and a dog. And then we climbed up even more and we got onto a very, very, very windy top of the rock. I don't even want to say mountain. It was literally just a rock. It's a bit weird. I don't really understand why this rock is just here. My guess, normally, would be something about glaciers, but... we're quite near the equator. I'm not sure that I think that that's true, but that's normally how you end up with... Well, maybe it's really hard earth or hard rock and weaker rock has been pulled away. I don't know. You should be able to see a chameleon in there. It's kind of in the middle. It's about 2/5 of the way up from the bottom. Anyway, then we squeezed through this tiny gap on the way back down and treated ourselves to an ice cream. And by treated ourselves, I mean someone bought me an ice cream, thank you. To the driver, I think it was. Anyway, back in the aforementioned driver thing. And then we got on a Sri Lankan helicopter. And that's a quote from our guide. It's very strange. Kind of like a horse and cart. Instead of a horse, it's an engine. I don't get it. Oh, sorry, I'm yawning. I'm pretty tired. I don't get it. But what I do understand is boats. So we were on a boat. And we were being paddled along. I felt very lazy, felt like I should be helping, but there weren't any paddles. It was just one dude doing the work for us. And then here we had a good time with some lily pads, and the paddlers made us some hats and the girls some necklaces and gave the girls some flowers. I felt very unbeautified compared to the majority, but I did get a hat first, so I'm winning in some ways. But yeah, look, kind of like, I don't know, Peter Pan or a pirate or something. But here's the dude making a necklace for a bit of it. He's really quick with it. I couldn't even record in time. Anyway, then we went to go have a lunch, and this was in a traditional style. And here's some woman just nailing a coconut husking. Nailing some coconut husking, sorry. And here's me nailing drinking from a coconut. And here she is scraping out the inside, the white bit of the coconut. And then I was like, oh, I haven't taken a video of the building, so I went to go do that. It's cool. They have those watchtowers. The watchtowers are to basically be like, oh, there's an elephant coming, or oh, there's a tiger. And then, yeah. Anyway, here is yet again doing some culinary skills, cutting in a very janky way and then grinding in a cool way. And then here she is collecting the final result after all the grinding. And this was some spicy coconut taste. I normally hate coconut, but I actually, this is quite pleasant. Not sure I'd choose to eat it, but I did enjoy it. She was then making a, I think it's the stuff they used to cover the roof. She was doing this. I had to go as well on that stamping thing, and it's like so hard to make it come back up like she's doing it. She made all of this stuff look easy, although I have to say I did nail this bit. This I could do. And then yeah, we had some food. You're about to see the food on my plate. It was very cool. Had a good time. Eat with our hands. They didn't have any cutlery, and that was like, you know, part of the fun. But yeah, then back on now into a tuk-tuk instead. And we got chaperoned to another view of my knees. Oh, you lucky, back-to-back knee pictures. Back to the bus. And then saw a cow outside our hotel, and he was staring at me, so I stared back at him. Then we spent the afternoon in the pool, and I made friends with a frog. And I had a really good time. We just, chilled. It was really relaxed. Then anyway, this evening we got in the bus again, and we drove to a very fancy hotel where we had a very fancy feeling dinner.
That's right.
But actually it wasn't like even that expensive. It nearly cost me £15. And I had like wine and burger and everything. It was good times. Here's some dude just cooking behind me. Sometimes you see like fire exploding. There's the bread. I was very excited. Here's my burger coming up, and maybe a tiny bit of my wine glass. You can see.
So
But yeah, we drove back, and now I'm in bed. I'm pretty tired. We got to get up early tomorrow, so I'm going to try and get some sleep. But I hope you all have a good day. Hello, Maddie, and adios.